Oh my goodness, the closing bell is back, complete with the video. I knew it would be back. It couldn't stay away from the daily closing bell report. We named the report after it. Rob Williams, Newsmax Deputy Financial Editor, is with us as always. And before we get to Rob, let's put the numbers up on the screen so you can view them. Oh, look at that. Green arrows. Love green apple. I don't like green apples, but green arrows are good. The Dow up 39 points. To close at 17,554, the Nasdaq up 13, and the S&P up 10. So, for the past couple of days, I guess while everybody waits on this European Central Bank decision with the equivalent of QE, as you were talking about, it just seems like we're just staggering around a little bit.
Well, yeah, today was the third up day in a row, which was nice, but it was just by very small increments, and you're right, because what goes on in Europe tomorrow is a big thing as far as whether it's going to pump zillions of dollars into the economy. And so the Wall Street Journal had a story this morning that I think it was leaked to them intentionally that talked about pumping about $50 billion.
And that would rile the markets positive or no?
Yeah, it did get a lift in the morning.
Yeah.
We saw that, but then it started to fade throughout the day and close flat.
Yeah, now oil, I think this might be this, I don't know, yesterday it was down again, but today it was up.
Oil came up about 2% today. It's around $47 a barrel, and that gave a lift to energy companies, which were the strongest performers.
And that's where we've been. I mean, we haven't seen it go to the low 40s. We've kind of stabilized more or less around the $47 figure, give or take a few cents, right?
Well, yeah, and that's very positive. I think that we're starting to see some kind of floor there. We're not seeing the wild swings that we did, and people are still talking about it going down, possibly, to the 30s, even $20 a barrel.
I can't even imagine what that would be like. Now, IBM, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, IBM missed forecasts. I mean, of course, they're now concentrating on the cloud and all that stuff, and they fell. The stock fell. They were a drag on the Dow a lot earlier, and they finished down about 3%.
Yeah, they've had a rocky transition going into the cloud. Just companies aren't buying these big mainframes anymore if they can share services with other companies and park stuff off-site in kind of a cloud
I've had my head in the cloud sometimes, some have said, and I kind of know that could be very difficult. Now, Microsoft showing off, what, is it way up to Windows 10 now?
Windows 10,
wow.
Yes. So, they went right past Windows 9 because the last big one was Windows 8. And they're going to make this new one, Windows 10, free to everybody who had Windows 8, which was actually kind of a dud for Microsoft. But this new one is trying to bring together the whole Windows environment across everything, your smartphone, your TV, your Xbox, your personal computer.
And there's a Siri-like voice, right?
Yeah, they've had this service out on smartphones, but it's going to be rolled out throughout all their operating systems, and yeah.
All right, housing starts, some data that we got earlier today as well, that the weather stifled it a little bit, but then it turned around.
Yeah, so they got a lift. It was the strongest number we saw since 2007, and that was one thing that Obama didn't really talk about much about when he was talking about the economy.
That and Al-Qaeda he didn't talk about much.
Oh, all right. Well, I was focused on the economic stuff.
Well, at least he talked about the economy. He never uttered the words Al-Qaeda. But go ahead. That's neither here nor there.
Well, no, he said mortgages a couple times, but housing, which has been very lackluster.
He laid off that,
and so it's been very hard to buy a home. Housing remains very unaffordable for a lot of people when their wages aren't growing.
Now, just quickly, if it's $50 billion instead of I think Mario, what's his name, wants more.
Mario Draghi.
He wants more. Will the market tank if it's less than he wants, or no?
Well, I think they floated a trial balloon to see what would happen.
Not much happened.
And they seem pretty satisfied.
All right. Of course, Rob Williams, thank you very much. If you want to take control of your financial future, ladies and gentlemen, check out moneynews.com. It's live 24/7. What we got there? Oh, look, it's like a seesaw with the oil and the dollar. That's pretty good. Very clever, the folks at moneynews.com. I like it.
We try.
Give Me 5 is next.